Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. How are you doing today? You're doing great. Outstanding. Are you ready for another English class? Excellent. Today we will talk about the simple past with the past continuous. Okay? When we use the simple past and the past continuous, we use these words, when and while. Okay? When, we use when to express a specific time, and we use while to express something that is happening during another event. So, are you ready? Let's begin. Let's look at these two examples. I was understanding YouTube when they changed the layout. Here we have one action. I was understanding YouTube when they changed the layout. So what did they do? They interrupted my understanding of YouTube. Me interrumpieron. Okay, so when an action is interrupted by another action, we can use when or while. Look, here, they interrupted, I'm not sure if it's two R's, correct me, okay? Interrupted. Okay, they interrupted my understanding. So when an action that is in progress is interrupted by another action, we can use when. I was understanding YouTube when they changed the layout. I'm not happy. Okay, the next one is, while you were watching a video, the phone rang. While you were watching a video, the phone rang. So, when one action is in progress and another action begins, we also use when or while. Okay? So, while, that means that when this action was in progress, another action occurred. Okay? While you were watching a video, the phone rang. Did I say it wrong the first time? Very good. Now, let me put two more examples. Okay, students, here I have two more examples. Listen, she was reading when the lights went out. So she was reading and the action was interrupted because the lights went out. She was reading when the lights went out. So here, again, the action is interrupted. Okay? It started to rain while he was driving home. Was the other action interrupted? It started to rain while he was driving home. The action was not interrupted. Notice here we can use while. What happens if we use while in this sentence? She was reading while the lights went out. She was reading while the lights went out. Somehow it doesn't sound right. Okay? So, when an action is interrupted, use when. Use when an action is interrupted. When an action is not interrupted, we can use while and we can use when. It started to rain when he was driving home. It started to rain when he was driving home. Here you can use both. Did you see that? Excellent. An action is interrupted, an action is not interrupted. An action is interrupted, we use when. An action is not interrupted by another action, we can use while and when. Excellent. You got it, right? Very good. Any questions? Leave a comment below. And don't forget to subscribe. Okay, please subscribe and share me. Very good. And wait for the next video.
Please subscribe.
Subscribe to Estas English.
Suscríbete a Estas English. Inscríbete. Subscribe.
Subscribe to Estas English.